what happens in the past is no influencer doesn't dictate anything about the present unless you let it. And we're not going to let it. Our focus is on how we start the series at 7 o'clock on Friday night. That's it. You can't win. You worry about winning a series. You can't worry about game 2 or potentially game 3. You worry about first shift Friday night, setting a tone, being the aggressor in the series. We've done a really good job all year of being a physically competitive team, being a team that is hard to play against, of being a team that gives ourselves a great chance to win pretty much every night out. And that's going to be our focus, is on the start Friday night and making sure that we're the aggressor in the series. We're not sitting back and trying to feel things out.
What is it about Brown that concerns you? They jumped out that 3-0 lead earlier in the season down there.
I think that they have some of the more talented group of forwards in our league. They have a chunk of NHL draft picks on their forward group. I think Naclario and Lappin are two of the better senior forwards in our league. I think Lappin will be an all-league player, I bet, this year, and I think Naclario's an all-league caliber player as well. Naclario's one of the best face-off guys in college hockey. And then they got some younger forwards like Willman and Marchand and Lafferty and Bird and that are real good hockey players. Freshman defenseman Gottlieb is playing really well for them, putting a lot of points on the board. So, they don't seem like they've had trouble putting the puck in the net and creating offense. And so I have a lot of respect for them. Both games against them were absolute dogfights, and I know how hard this game one's going to be.
Talk about how important Kazi's been to the team this year. Had a lot of close games. So many ties, for one thing.
Yeah, probably should have had a few more, really. I think we could easily be 8-4-10 instead of 8-7-7 with not even playing any better. So it just feels like we've had 36 one-goal games. I know that's not the way the stats say it, but in all reality, I mean, pretty much every game we've played this year is felt like a one-goal game or has been played like a one-goal game in terms of how close the game has been. And I'm sure there was one or two on the wrong side for us that weren't, and there was probably one or two on the right side that weren't. But the reality is, probably 31 or 32 to 36 have been one goal type of games down the last 5-10 minutes of the hockey game. And with that, it's good to have a lot of confidence in the guy that's in your net. He gives us a calm, steady confidence with his demeanor and his work ethic and how he goes about his daily business.
Has this been his best year, the year you expected from him as a senior?
Yes. I think that when healthy, he's been, in my mind, one of the top 5 goalies in college hockey throughout his career. I just think that, the middle 2 years were derailed by injury, and certainly his sophomore year where he lost the whole season, and his junior year where he missed a pretty big chunk again, and then kind of struggled coming out of the injury. So, when healthy, I think, Kazi's one of the best goalies in college hockey. There's not a guy that I'd rather have in our net than him. We feel good every time we go out there that he's going to give us a really good opportunity to win that hockey game.
How important is it to you to get one of these home series under your belt?
Well, I don't worry about that stuff, right? Like, I'd like to coach this team next week. So, this team's been a blast. They've been, with the work ethic, the practice mentality, the togetherness and the love that they've shown for each other and for the program. They've done some really good things in that room. In a year that I think the amount of injuries and things we've had go wrong this year, with guys either ineligible or out with injuries, it's a year that I think most times it's a bad year. And these guys have just haven't let adversity affect them. And it's been a really fun team to coach. And so I'd like to coach them next week. That's what excites me, is it's playoffs, and I'd love to be able to get to practice next week. But again, our focus is simply on 7 o'clock Friday night. Not 7:15, not second period, not game 2. We want to start the series as a team on a collective mission to be an aggressive, physical, attacking team. That's when we play our best. Let's start that way at 7 o'clock and not wait around for the second period or the second game to start playing our game. And that's all my focus is on right now.
Zach Schrader status?
I'd say probable. I expect he'll probably play because he's one tough hombre, and he's he's a senior and fifth-year senior, and he's been a huge inspirational leader on our team, and I expect he'll probably play.
Anybody else that's
Melanson's still out. Yeah.
Melanson's out.
Marino played last weekend, so he's back. Melanson's still out. Obviously, Tierney's is out.